All right, we've got 38 seconds left in warm-up, and we will get started. Should hear the whistle at any point to gather the pups. You've got Orono versus Eagan, championship game of the Panther Classic. Right down here, you can see the trophies ready to be handed out at the conclusion of this championship game. They're gathering the pucks. Then we'll get started. Is that Ken? Hey, Ken. Your noggin is going to be right in the way. You're good.
That's okay. I'd probably prefer to stand up.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's not a big deal.
All right, Orono breaks the huddle. The officials are making last-second preparations. 15 minutes on the board. And the Spartans are going to send out the Burke line. Burke flanked by Fessler and Kelly, with Pierce and Keefe on defense. Eagan beat Omaha. Spartans beat Minneapolis to get here. Eagan wins the face-off, but interrupted by Kelly's stick. Icing off the entry pass into the zone, so we'll get a face-off. Bentley Packers in net tonight. It will come to Bentley's glove side. Draw inside the circle. One by Eagan behind the goal line. Into the corner, back behind the net. Pass doesn't connect. Burke giving chase. Plays it up the boards to Fessler. Fessler able to knock it out, but that's going to be icing. And 14:38, 22 ticks off the clock. We're going to face off the Packers' blocker side this time. Burke set to take the draw. Controlled by Eagan. Behind the net. Played out of there by Burke to Pierce. Pierce hits Fessler, exiting the zone. Fessler's in the corner, up along the boards. Pierce going to cut that off at the point. He'll play it back down low. Kind of gets by everybody, but Burke's giving it chase. He steps inside the circle and lets one go. It goes off the shin of an Eagan player. We're going to be blocked by some spectators, so we'll just have to deal with that. Now Peck on the ice. He puts it inside the circle. He hits Kelly. Kelly scores. Kelly from Peck makes it a quick 1-0 lead for Orono, minute 7 in. right, so the rest of the Peck line joins them, Lee and Downey, along with Dacey and Kinder on defense. Puck comes in off the draw into the Eagan zone. Now they're battling for it at the blue line. Eagan being disrupted by Downey and Peck. Now they clear. Good poke check by Dacey inside the red line. Eagan able to throw it into the zone. Played by Kinder. Little too far for Downey. Now Downey's got it. He'll hit Lee. Oh, intercepted, actually, by Eagan before Lee could grab it. They'll punch it back in. Kinder back to play the puck. He'll play it over to Dacey. Dacey up the wing, intercepted. He walks in. Shot. Packer save. It's loose in the middle. Downey corrals. Tried to hit Peck exiting the zone. Pass doesn't connect. Now Eagan goes D to D. And again. Now Sully Dillon on the forecheck. He's got Weiss out there with them. They double team the guy. He gets rid of it. Now Erickson cuts one off. He's along the midboard. He's got it. He moves inside the circle, trying to get it towards Weiss. Battle ensues, and Eagan wins that one, and they'll break out. They come across the blue line. Pushed by Keefe and Weiss down low. Pass wraps around the boards, along the midboard, just inside the blue line. Dacey able to dig it free and out into neutral. Eagan right back on the puck. They punch it behind the goal line, goes and retrieves it. Trying to pass it off, but Weiss is there. Now Dacey interrupts. Erickson falls down, tries to clear. Cut off, shot. Packer with a glove save, and we'll get a whistle. 3 minutes, 6 seconds in. Orono leads 1-0. Berkline is out with Keefe and Pierce. Battle in the circle. Won by Eagan. Behind the goal line. He gets taken down by Pierce. No call. Now back behind the goal line again. Looking for a centering pass. It comes on Kelly's stick. Kelly able to clear. Fessler giving chase. He's going to get there first. He moves in to the backhand. Kelly! Shot! Just wide. Now Pierce. He pinches. He skates behind the goal line. He moves out into the circle. Out into center. He shoots. Rebound. Burke scores. Burke makes it 2-0 Orono from Pierce. So at 11:18 left in the first.
Chiefs win?
No, they lost.
Can't buy a hot chocolate.
No hot chocolate for anyone. Peck out there wins the draw over to Lee. Lee brings it in the zone. Lee centers. He was looking for Downey. Downey's stick was tied up by a defender. Now Lee, Downey's got it. He shoots just wide. Peck, far boards. Eagan able to punch it out into neutral. Kinder right on the puck. He'll get it over to Dacey. Dacey hits Lee, who hits Peck entering the zone. Beautiful pass play there. Peck just gets tied up before he can get to the net, and he gets taken out. No call. Eagan behind their own net. Throws it off the boards. Now they'll play it into neutral. Kinder right there to take it away. Kinder's going to dump it in. Erickson's going to give chase as he's on. Erickson on the forecheck. Now Lee comes to help. Downey racing for it. He'll cut it off. He wins it, dumps it in deep, and he'll go off to complete the change. Erickson and Keefe out there. Now they're joined by Weiss, Dillon, and Pierce. Pierce from the point. Holds it in. Gets slapped down in the middle. Cut off by Dillon. Dillon makes a move. Now on Erickson's stick. He's battling. Oh, we got a high stick. Kid just got one in the chin from Erickson, but he's all right. Oh, now Pierce gets it taken. He back checks nicely and takes it away. Good job by Pierce. Pierce along the boards. Now gets help from Dylan. We get a whistle. What are they going to call here? They're going to call a check on who? What do you got? Nobody moving to the box. Okay. The other team is. So Eagan's going to go to the box for a checking penalty. And Orono's going to go on the power play. 9:39 left in the first, leading 2-0. Erickson, Kinder, Dacey, Dylan, and Weiss out there. Erickson set to take the draw on the power play. The draw is battled for. Moves behind the goal line. Got 5 players back there battling for it. Eagan comes away with it. They're able to clear. That'll be icing even though we're on the power play. So, rules in this tournament as well as district play. Even if you're on the penalty kill, you cannot ice the puck. So it's kind of punitive in 2 ways. You're down a man and you can't ice it. 9:26 left, 1:18 left on the penalty to Eagan. Orono on the power play. Draw won by Eagan. Played up the boards. It gets past Kinder. It's going to skirt down the ice, but it's not going to go far enough or fast. Oh, they do call icing. Oh. I would tend to agree with the Eagan faithful that that was not icing. But that and $1.50 will get you a hot chocolate at the concession stand. Fessler now going to take the draw, flanked by Burke and Kelly. Eagan wins the draw again. Oh, Burke is absolutely taken down. What is... That was the best WWE move I've seen in this entire tournament. Shot from the point from Keefe. Goalie saves it with the glove. He took him in a, I don't even know, what, a headlock and flung him, and no call. 50 seconds left on the Orono power play. Fessler takes a draw. He wins it to Burke. Burke shoots just wide. Eagan's going to chip this one out. Pierce has to backtrack to find it. 39 seconds left on the power play. Pierce with some steam enters the zone. He tries to get through a couple guys. He's poke checked and they throw it back out to neutral. Kelly grabs it. He'll bring it across the blue line. He makes a move. He dishes it to Pierce. Pierce shoots high and wide. Eagan able to clear. Taken right back by Fessler. He gets tripped. No call. Burke enters the zone. He'll dump it back to Keefe. Keefe goes D to D, but it was past the blue line, so we'll reset again. 6 seconds left on the Orono power play. Pierce gets it to Fessler. Now Kelly. I think he was looking for Fessler on the far side, but he wasn't quite there yet. Now Fessler to Kelly inside, out in front, taken away by Eagan. Oh, and they got a guy out of the box there looking for a breakaway. It goes all the way down the ice. He'll get it. He falls down. Fessler has it. Fessler trying to play along the boards, broken up. Eagan comes in. Downey's going to go to the box for a check. Yep. He did it. A little bit too much lean on that one. 7:40 left. Orono's going on the kill. All right, so Peck, Kinder, Lee, and Dacey are out there to try and kill this thing off. Kinder able to punch it out to neutral. Lee on the forecheck. He darn near got there. Now Peck making things difficult inside the neutral zone. Now Eagan able to punch it in. 7:21 left in the period. Kinder plays it up the boards. Peck giving chase. He almost had it. Now, Eagan, from the pressure, unforced error. Peck is all over the puck. He is causing all sorts of problems. Now Dacey with a poke check. Daisy able to interrupt that again. Kinder plays it out of the danger area. Now shot, just wide. Kinder hit by Peck's stick out into neutral. Peck is gonna go grab, he's almost gonna go grab it. Man, good pressure from the Spartans is creating all kinds of havoc on a power play for Eagan. Now Daisy gets it past the blue line. Orono shorthanded. Daisy moves all the way down past the goal line. Now cut off. 12 seconds left on the kill. Eagan, played by Erickson. He ties his man up. Now they try and grab it. Poke check by Daisy. Dylan's got it. Penalty is over. We're 5-on-5. Dylan centers. Cut off by an Eagan defenseman. In neutral. Eagan punches it in. Handled by Pierce. He's got Dylan up in front. He gets it to him. Dylan makes a move. He was poke checked. Erickson takes it just beyond the blue line, so they'll have to reset. He'll punch it in deep. Dylan goes off for a change. Weiss gets there, a little hip check, nothing called. Erickson shoots, scores! Erickson. Unassisted or from Weiss, I'm not sure which. He found an opening in the top left-hand corner and buried it. So 5:31 left in the first. Orono leads 3-0. All right, Burke, Kelly, and Fessler out with Keefe and Pierce. Orono wins the draw. Won by Burke, back to Pierce. Now it's played into the Eagan zone. Taken away. Who is that? That was Burke. Handled by Keefe at the point. Puts it back down deep. Kelly trying to work inside the circle. Gets poke checked. Now he gets it back. Slides off his stick. Keefe. He's going to cycle it back down low. Fessler behind the goal line. Punches it along the boards to Kelly. Kelly tries to center for Burke. It's all tied up, but Keefe gets a shot. Save made. It's loose. Now we get a whistle. 4:48 left in the first. Orono leading 3-0 on 6 shots. 1 shot for Eagan. Forward line stays out. Kinder and Daisy come on to support in defense. One by Eagan behind the goal line. They're in the corner. Burke. He centers for Kelly. Kelly buries it! Oh, no, he didn't. No, it went off the side of the net. Sorry. I thought he hit the net. Everybody thought it, in the crowd thought he hit the net, but it went off the side of the net. Kelly working in the corner. He gets taken down, but he's able to sling it to the other side. Fessler racing to chase. Now, battle along the midboard ensues. Burke comes away with it. He's bumped off the puck. And Eagan will clear. They hit an entry pass into the zone. Defended well there by Kinder. He's able to play it into neutral. Peck gets it. Moves around a man. Shoots. He got it with just the knob of his stick. Downey in the corner. Puck comes out to the point. Pierce skates around a guy. Gets poke check. He's able to poke it back to Downey, who hits Lee. Lee moves it forward, looking for Peck. He and Peck are behind the goal line. Peck, his stick gets taken out. He's still got it, though. Now, Eagan cycles it D to D. Along the boards, Keefe cutting that one off. Held in by Downey and inside the blue line. He makes a move, but loses it. Keefe holds, puts it back inside the circle, and Eagan able to punch out now. Pierce on the puck. He's looking far side, really far side. It's going to go the length of the ice. No, Peck's got it before the goal line. Puts on the brakes. He gets poke checked. Now Keefe inside the blue line, able to hold. Lee tried to center it. Now Eagan able to clear, but Keefe's right on the puck. He brings it in, but we were offside trying to get back onside. 2:50 left, 3-0 Orono in the first. Erickson, Weiss, and Dillon will come out. Kinder and Dacey on defense. Orono wins the draw. Dillon plays it back to Dacey. Dacey goes D to Kinder. Now to Erickson, exiting the zone, but he loses it. Egan's punching it in. Now Weiss. He'll skate. He goes with some speed, gets a shot off, but also gets hammered into the boards as he released the shot. He's being harassed. He centers. He was looking for Dillon. Now Erickson behind the net. He'll punch it free over to Weiss. Weiss inside the circle on the backhand. He'll keep it on the backhand. He's looking for space. He shoots it towards the net. Save made. 2:01 left. We'll get a face-off to the goalie's blocker side. Erickson, Dillon, and Weiss stay out. Pierce and Keefe on defense. Puck won by Eagan. One man to beat. Keefe interrupts that call, and he's going to get called for interference. Yeah. He had him pretty good. I can't believe she did. She called it the second time when she should have called it the first, or not at all. So Keefe will go to the box. 1:48 left. Orono will be on the kill. Spartans send out Kelly and Burke along with Dacey and Pierce. Eagan wins the draw back to the point, not handled cleanly, and Pierce has it. He'll get it to Kelly, who hits Burke, streaking in, shoots. Goalie doesn't know where it is, and it's in. No, it's waved off. They're saying it was pushed in. No one. That was in. A non-Orono biased spectator behind the net says that was a goal. They call it nil. Shot by Dacey off the draw. Just wide. Kelly centers. Pierce slaps it just wide. Now Dacey holds. Kelly looking for it. It's at his feet. He gets it to Burke. Burke shoots. Save made. Good pressure from the Spartans. 1:15 left. 57 left on the power play. Sorry, we're shorthanded. We're on the kill. My bad. It felt like a power play because we had so many shots and so much pressure. So Orono still a man down for another 57 seconds. Eagan wins the draw. They're trying to set something up. They get it into neutral, now across the blue line. Burke cuts that off. They go D to D. Shot. Glove save by Packer. He saw it all the way. Good job by Bentley to track that and glove it. 37 seconds left on the kill. Orono is going to get 4 fresh skaters out there. Those skaters are going to be Peck, Kinder, Fessler, and Downing. 54 seconds left in the period. Eagan wins the draw back to the point. They skated down, handed off at the midboard, now into the corner, now back to the midboard, now back into the corner. It comes out into the middle. Fessler able to get it into the corner. Kinder working there. And Eagan has a misplayed pass. So, 10 seconds left on the kill. Eagan with a risky pass. Now he gets it back. They'll come in onside, put on the brakes. We're 5-on-5 again, but Eagan shot from the point. Packer with a save. It's loose. There's a melee behind the net. Puck gets squirted out, and Orono's got a 2-on-1. Keith just inside the blue line, lets the shot go just before the buzzer. Save made. Really smart play by Jack Keith to understand that he had to release that or lose the opportunity. So, after one, 3-0 Orono. All right. We got Erickson, Weiss, and Dillon out with Pierce and Keith. Teams change sides. 3-0 Orono after one. 12 shots for Orono, 2 for Eagan. Erickson set to take the draw. Puck is dropped. Erickson wins it. Over back to Pierce. Pierce takes a look. Plays it to Dillon. Dillon punched it towards Erickson. Not held cleanly. Puck's in the air. Batted down. Now Dillon able to punch it in the zone. He'll chase after it. He gets boarded. Erickson gets tripped. No call. Keith. Back to Pierce. Pierce plays it along the boards to himself. Moves inside the circle. He hits Dillon. Oh, Dillon with a slight whiff on the shot. Now Erickson cuts it off at the midboard. Skates into the corner. He gets it to Dillon. Dillon out in front with Weiss. Weiss shoots just wide. And we get a whistle. Net is off. So 14:09 left, 51 seconds gone in the second period, and I need to change that on the scoreboard probably. There we go. All right. Burke, Fessler, and Kelly with Dacey and Kinder. Eagan able to punch it out of the zone. Played by Kinder back into neutral. Eagan. Oh, player's stick breaks. Fessler almost had it. Now Dacey back in his own zone in the corner. Fessler gets it to Burke. Burke able to hit Kelly a little bit behind him, but Kelly handles, puts it in the zone. They call us for offside. Uh-oh, we got some pushing and shoving going on. No harm, no foul. Same 5 stay out for Orono. 13:39 left. Face off just outside the Eagan zone. Burke able to win it back to Kinder. Kinder just inside the red line, punches it in deep. Fessler giving chase on the backhand. Now Kelly, he's going to reverse the puck on the other side. Nobody's there. But now they are. Dacey punches it back behind the goal line. Eagan plays it out. Oh, overskated by Kinder, who was looking to wheel with it. Dacey defending. Takes out that play. Punches it far for Kelly. Kelly gets boarded. but he's still on his feet. Orono battling along the boards. Eagan tried to play it in off Kinder's stick. Kinder punches it to Dacey. Dacey looking for the exit pass to Burke. Burke's able to punch it out into neutral. Eagan goes D to D to get past the forecheck of Kelly. Now, Orono completes the change, but not on D, sorry. Dacey's still out there along with Keefe. We get a penalty. What'd they call? Going to call a roughing on Dylan Dacey, and number 7's going to go to the box. Other side, Dylan. He's like, I go to the box so rarely, I don't even know which side to go to. All right, 12:28. Orono's going to be on the kill. You got, who do we got? Peck, Pierce, Downey, and Keefe out there. Puck comes down the ice. Peck trying to race. He gets, hey! We're going to get a penalty on that. Peck to Downey. Downey scores! Wait, what? That was in! Pushing and shoving going on after the play. Downey looked like he scored. She doesn't call the goal. People are going crazy. Cats and dogs are living together. Mass hysteria. All right. So, at the end of the day, one player per team is going to go to the box. Pierce for Orono. Somebody for Eagan. Now they're trying to figure out what happened.
It hit the pipe.
Did it? Okay.
It hit the pipe.
Okay, Downey's shot hit the pipe apparently. I thought it went in. He says this, you say that.
It hit the pipe, it came out, and then...
The only thing that matters is what the official said, and she said that it did not go in. Now another Eagan player being put in the box. So once this gets sorted out, I'll tell you what's going on. 2 players aside in the box. Now, Dacey was already there. We were on the kill. So, my guess is we're going to have a minute and a half and a 10-minute penalty assessed, a game misconduct to an Eagan player. The official's still talking about it. Now they're going to skate over and talk to the coaches a little bit. Orono's got 4 out there, so does Eagan. So we'll go 4-on-4 for a little bit. And here we go. Draw one by Eagan, placed out to neutral. Kinder hits Downey. Downey enters the zone, but he's poke checked, but he's able to get it deeper. Peck working in the corner. Now Downey comes. Inside the circle, he tries to toe drag. He kicks it towards the net. The kicking attempt is stopped. Did you hear any of that?
Oh.
Okay. A lot of loud noises and penalties have been assessed. All right, that was from the last play. Orono wins the draw. Keefe's got it. He shoots. Laser. Glove down and covered. Good shot, Jack. No, thank you. I was here 3 hours early. I don't think it's a great idea. Peck wins the draw back, but it comes out of the zone, so Kelly giving chase. Kelly hits Downey, goes past Downey into the zone. And 4-on-4, Fessler grabs it outside the blue line. He'll flip it back in. Eagan trying to clear. They do. They've got a 2-on-1 briefly, but Downey's on the back check. And shot comes in on Packer. He stops it. 11 clock. 11:08 left. 11 seconds left on the penalty to Dacey, so we'll have a whopping 14-second power play once that expires. Right now we're 4-on-4. Erickson, Weiss, Fessler, who has the puck. Now Weiss does. Off the draw, and Kinder are out there. Weiss brings it in the zone, gets cut off. Eagan player trying to go all the way. Brings it into the zone. Poke check. Taken away by Fessler. Now Weiss has a breakaway. He's being back checked. Oh, he hits the crossbar with a backhander. Man. You gotta be kidding me. Egan's able to clear. Weiss deked him, had him all the way. His backhander goes off the crossbar, unfortunately. Kinder takes it away. Gets to the red line, dumps it in. Gillen giving chase. Bouncing puck. Now Erickson on the puck in the corner. Now Eagan. They reverse it right into Erickson's stick. Erickson cuts it off. He plays it to the point for Keefe. Keefe shoots. It hits Weiss's skate out in front. Eagan player trying to find it. Able to clear, but Dacey there to cut it off. Dacey moves across the blue line. He puts on the brakes. His stick gets interrupted, but Dylan's got it. Dylan shoots. He scores! Dylan from Dacey makes it 4-0 Orono, 9:37 left in the second. An even strength goal. Egan's going to change out goalies now. We're basically at the midpoint of the game. Again, Dylan from Dacey. See what I did there? Fessler pokes it free. He shoots. He scores! Sorry, that was Kelly. That was Kelly. We won the draw, and just like that, poor goalie, first shot they see, it's right over the shoulder and in. Set, I don't know, 6 seconds into the shift. 5-0 Orono. Kelly unassisted. I think they called timeout. Eagan has called timeout, down 5-0, 9:29 left in the second. I'm all right. Thank you. All right. Timeout is set to expire in 5 seconds, and then we'll get a face-off. Yep. You're the man, Ken.
It's that or Sarah, and I don't know if people can handle Sarah.
All right. Burke, Fessler, and Kelly out there. Kelly just scored. Keefe and Pierce on defense. Burke able to win the draw. Back to Pierce. Pierce gets it. Oh, no, he got poke checked. Comes into the Orono zone. Burke back to play it. He's looking for it. Now he finds it. Far board for Kelly. Cut off by an Eagan player. Now Burke able to punch a 3. He gets it to Fessler. Fessler and Kelly. It's a 2-on-1. Excuse me, miss. Eagan able to clear the zone. Pierce hits Burke. Burke enters the zone. He'll dump it deep. Fessler giving chase. Eagan with the puck. Cut off by Fessler. Oh, he moved towards the net. Got his stick taken out. Now Eagan. Kinder plays that. Eagan punches it in. And they'll dump and chase. Pierce back on the puck. Downey gets taken out. Battle in the circle. Peck gets a stick on it. He punches it free to himself. Lee stays on side until Peck enters the zone. Now Peck puts on the brakes in the corner. He hits Downey inside the circle. Downey circles. He'll hit Dacey. Dacey shoots. Deflected in by Peck. Peck from Dacey. Possibly Downey on a secondary. Beautiful deflection. 6-0. Orono.
I don't know who tipped it.
Peck did. All right, I got to put that one on the board. Eagan wins the draw. They'll dump it into the Orono zone. Dacey giving chase. Off a beautiful assist. Now Erickson plays it out to neutral. Cut off by Eagan. They'll dump it right back in, but it's offside. A little too quick on the trigger. 7:46 left in the second. It's a 6-0 Orono advantage. 19 shots for Orono, 3 for Eagan. Erickson, Dillon, and Weiss out there with Kinder and Dacey. Eagan wins the draw, but Dillon on the forecheck. He's making life difficult. Now, Eagan able to dump it in. They'll dump it chase. Weiss skating back to play it. Back behind the goal line. Tied up. Puck's loose. Erickson comes to take it. He'll get it to Dillon along the midboard, but Dillon unable to punch it out as he was well defended. Now, inside the midboard, now into the corner. Eagan tries to center. They do. It gets through everyone. They come far side, or near side, I should say. And puck comes free. Weiss has it. He gets interfered with. No call. I wouldn't expect it at this point, leading by 6 goals. Eagan's definitely going to play more physical. Bodies are starting to fly. So I think their coaches probably told them, you better go win puck battles or you can all skate tomorrow for a long time. Fessler. Oh, Fessler gets taken out. Is your arm broken? Pierce now hits Burke. Burke throws it in the zone. Almost goes on net. Kelly on the forecheck. Now Burke. Now Eagan. Fessler interrupts that. Keefe just going to play it back in. I thought he was going to put one on. Inside the circle. Cut off by Fessler. He shoots. It's in! Fessler scores! Fessler makes it 7-0. I believe it was unassisted. He cut off an Eagan pass, corralled it, wheeled, and got it on his forehanded shot. And after an initial save, it squirted through. Wait, there were 2 assists? Pierce got one of them, and somebody else, I didn't hear it. Kelly and Pierce, I think. So Kelly and Pierce with an assist.
And Dylan shot it in.
Dylan shot it.
They didn't even call it. They said that.
All right. In the Orono zone, Keith plays it. Far side, a little too far. Gets by everybody. That'll be icing. 5:25 left in the second. 7-0 Orono lead. I saw it. Dylan hit it towards the middle. Peck deflected it in.
No, I know. But
Yeah.
they didn't say Dylan, Daisy.
They don't know what the hell they're doing.
No, I was coming out of the bathroom, so I was like, what's
Yeah,
going on?
they don't know what they're doing. All right, Peck wins the draw back to Daisy. Daisy goes around the net, hits Downey, who hits Peck, exiting the zone. Peck able to get it in. Now Lee giving chase. He'll win the battle. He centers. Peck on net, but stop me. 5:09 left.
I'm about to say something.
That was a short shift.
It's very somber down there. Like I was
All right, Erickson, Dillon, and Weiss out there with Daisy and Kinder. Shot from the point from Daisy. Played wide. Now Kinder, back to Erickson. Erickson, back to Kinder. Kinder gives it to Daisy. He couldn't handle it. Eagan going the other way. Cut off by Kinder. Now, shot in on Packer. That's his 4th shot he's faced. He saves it. Puck in the corner now, Kinder.
98% of it.
He'll flip it out into neutral. Weiss giving chase. He wins it. He's got Dillon with him. He'll shoot. It's high and wide. Puck comes all the way out into neutral. Pierce plays it. Pierce. He's going to skate. He skates it in. Poke checked onto Dillon's stick. Dillon moves it down to Pierce. In the corner. Back to Erickson. Taken away. And Egan's going the other way. Keith, the only guy back. Shot. Just over the net. Blocker side. Now Egan moves towards the net. They hold. They center. Shot. Packer save. Another shot. Went off the side of the net. Weiss to Dillon. Dillon toe drags. Moves towards the middle. Backhander just wide. Battle in the corner. He punched it out to the point, but nobody there, so Grayson Kelly giving chase. He's back with Pierce. It's in the zone, but that's offsides. Kelly and an Eagan player having some words. Probably some friendly chit chat. Hey, what are you doing later?
But I think it's this one. I don't think this one's
Maybe play some Fortnite or go to bed. It's school night. All right. Burke, Fessler, and Kelly with Daisy and Kinder. Orono won the draw momentarily. Now Eagan has it. And they're playing a physical brand, much more physical brand of hockey than they were, but they're going to get called for it. Rightly so, for a slash. Wait, what? Oh, we got called for a slash. Fessler going to the box for a slash. I thought there was a potential roughing call on Eagan. We'll be on the kill. 3:06 left in the second. You got Wes Burke, Dylan Daisy, Jack Kinder, and Grayson Kelly out there. Shot right off the draw. Packer with a good blocker save. Man, he saw that well. And got his blocker up there to save it. Now, Eagan moves in. Kelly able to clear it out to neutral. Eagan moves back in. Played by Daisy well. Now, Orono clears. Burke hits Kelly. Kelly trying to get some space. All kinds of stick battling going on. There's a hook on somebody, but they ain't calling it. Both players' sticks were entangled. No call. Probably the right call. Kinder to Daisy, back to Kinder. Up to Kelly, who takes a hit, but he's able to clear. Then Burke gets interfered with. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, Downey steals. He's all by himself as we're trying to complete a change. Now poked away by Lee. Eagan able to clear. Taken by Keith. He gathers and brings it in. He's 1-on-3. Eagan takes it away. They're going the other way. Centered. Lee plays it out to neutral. Hits Downey. Downey tries to get it to Peck, who was moving towards the net but was cut off. Now, Eagan coming back the other way. Little tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Peck takes that one away. Now, Peck gathers speed. Exits the zone. Takes a lick and keeps on ticking. Moves right towards the net. He'll shoot. Save made and covered. And he gets boarded. Yeah, I don't blame you, Malachi. Malachi's had enough. And he takes the kid out after he got taken out. So they'll both go to the box. Malachi ain't going to take that crap. He will... Way to go, Malachi! Put him in the box and tell him to shut up. Yeah, game misconduct.
They're giving a thumbs up to taking someone's head into the box, I guess.
They're mad.
I'm not.
Unacceptable. You're getting your butt kicked 7-0, and you go out and try and take down
Because he's sick of it.
our player.
I know you're not. Yes, I did see what he did.
All right, Lee's going to take the draw. He's out there with Weiss and Downey, Pierce and Keefe. Now there's a discussion in the box. We're 5-on-5. Keefe. Draw comes back to him. He hits Weiss. He's trying to get it free and dump it in deeper, but he's interfered with in a legal way, not in a penalty way. Now Eagan punches it deep. Back behind Packer. 40 seconds left in the period. That was Pierce. Comes out of Keefe. Keefe was trying to hit Lee. Is a little bit behind him. Lee had a wedge gap, but if that had connected, he would have been off to the races. Now Pierce off the boards. Downey is able to punch it out to neutral. Now Eagan comes back in. They come back in offside. All right, puck comes in the Orono zone off the draw. Kinder back to play it. Hits Daisy. He plays it out to neutral. Dylan grabs it. He was throwing it back for somebody, but interrupted, and that'll do it for the second period. So, 7-0 Orono after 2. You can imagine what the third period's going to be like. There's going to be some huffing and puffing going on. 21 shots for Orono, 6 for Eagan after 2.
a sudden Orono has
All right, 7-0 after 2. I got to
put a little.
choose.
You could make the R into an A.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We've got Erickson, Dylan, Weiss, Keith, and Pierce out there.
Jen, just calm down.
All right, Erickson wins the draw. Back to Pierce. Pierce hits Erickson, entering the zone. Played by Eagan. Eagan plays it back out to neutral. Cut off by Keith, who takes a bump. Now Eagan tries to move in. They do. Played by Pierce. Shot goes wide. Weiss goes and gets a little retribution. It's going to be physical this period. You can just tell. They're going to be out for blood. Pierce loses it. Erickson grabs it. He takes the hit! Which is called. But exactly what I was saying. They're just looking for blood right now. There's no... Not even thinking about hockey. They're just looking to hit people. That should be an intentional misconduct. He hit Erickson high. Oh, and he's smiling as he comes to the box. That's always good. Good to see. Yeah, get a high five. Way to be a thug. Fessler, Kelly, and Burke out there with Dacey and Kinder. Well, best way to combat this is just to pour it on and score about 6 goals. Waiting for the penalty to go up on the board. Now it's up. Orono on the power play. Battle for it inside the circle. Fessler digging at it. Eagan able to come away with it, gets it out to neutral. Burke plays it. He and Dacey are there. Burke wins it over to Kinder. Kinder looking for Kelly. Now Kinder's got it. Orono on the power play. Now they get it in the Eagan zone. Kelly works beyond the goal line. They'll play it back out to the point for Kinder. Kinder tried to play it back to Kelly. Got intercepted. He put a shot on. Save made. Now Burke inside the circle. Throws one towards the middle. Eagan plays it out to neutral. Fessler back to grab it. He'll hit Burke. Burke tried to hit Kelly. Burke took a hit. Dacey now going to cycle it in deep. We'll dump and chase. Peck now on the ice as Orono starts a change. Eagan able to come away with it. They're short-handed. Moves across the blue line. Shot. Saved by Packer. Out in front. Comes through everything. Downey overskates it a bit. He gets taken out. Now he gets it back. Downey hits. Oh, he should have hit Peck. I guess it was a little bit behind him. That'll go link to the ice for icing. So, Orono at full, well, I thought Eagan was full strength. Yeah, they are. Penalty is over. So, Peck, Downey, and Lee out with Keith and Pierce.
And then I get their face look. And he goes, you weren't there. I looked. You weren't there. Can't win.
Peck wins the draw back to Pierce. Pierce plays it high off the glass. Lee able to punch it free. He'll get to it. He's got Downey on the far side. He's going to shoot. Oh! I think the goalie got a piece of it. Either that or is just high. But Eagan coming the other way. Tied up there by Pierce. Now Lee. Lee gets the puck. He'll skate it up the middle. He'll now go far right. He shoots again. Just wide. Keith Holds. He takes a bump. He moves inside the circle. He moves towards the net. Oh, shot just went over. He tries to center. Now he's got his backhand. He shoots. He scores. Jack Keith unassisted. 8-0. Keith stuck with it all the way and got rewarded for his hard work. So Orono will send out Erickson, Weiss, and Dillon with Gacy and Kinder. 11:19 left in the game and counting as we're in running time. Should have been running the whole period. Erickson wins it back to Dacey. Dacey enters the zone. He centers. Nobody was with him because he was in the zone a little before everyone else was. Weiss gets a poke checked out into neutral, tries to get it back, working with Erickson and Kinder. Kinder comes away with it. He'll skate wide inside the red line, dump it in deep. Sully Dillon giving chase. In the corner. Weiss back to the point for Dacey, to Kinder. Kinder goes cross ice for Erickson. Oh, Erickson was trying to load up and he overskated it. Now, Eagan trying to clear. Held up there by Dacey. Now they do. They got a 2-on-1. Passes behind the player. Weiss has it. Oh, out in front. He gets rid of it. Cut off at the blue line by Eagan. Now they'll skate it out into neutral. Now they move in. Oh my goodness. Shot blocked by Dacey. Reversed by Dillon across the ice. Erickson going to chase it down. He gets poke checked. He's along the boards. He gets taken out. Weiss comes to assist. There's some elbows and stuff going on. Oh! Hey! What the hell is this? That's a great play at the bantam level. Shot saved by Packer. Erickson got absolutely boarded. They don't call it. They're just ready to get out of here. Absolute cross check. All right, Burke out there to take the draw. Can't yell anymore. They're just going to play like thugs because they're getting their butts kicked. Kelly, cross ice pass intercepted. Eagan coming back on a 2-on-2. Shot. Rebound. Cleared. Not out. Burke tries to clear. Eagan. Not cleared, but Kelly has it. He'll clear it. He'll skate. Pierce out in front of him. He hits him. Pierce puts on the brakes. He can't get the shot off as his stick is taken from him. They're just... It's a ballroom brawl out there right now. All this is legal at the bantam level. It is not legal at the PeeWee level. Keith takes it. Punches it out to neutral. Cut off by Peck. Eagan brings it in. They try and get rid of it. Stolen by Peck. Peck skating. He goes wide on his backhand. He moves in. He shoots. It goes off the crossbar. Ooh. He's still got it, though. Dacey now. He'll reverse it to Kinder. Kinder winds up. Fires. Glove save. Are you serious?
What are
I have no idea because I was watching them.
Cross-checking.
No. The one 3 minutes ago was a cross check. That wasn't a cross check. Next time, get your money's worth, kid. Erickson takes a draw. Back to Kinder. I'm about at the point where I can't comment anymore. 8-0 Orono. Eagan on the attack. So, and they're going to call that. Oh, my God. Kinder's going to the box for a check. It's laughable now. If it wasn't before. We'll send out Keefe and Weiss. Make sure our big guys are out there. Eagan towards the net. It's loose. Shot. Blocked. They score on the rebound. Yeah. And with 5:37 and counting, the Eagan crowd goes nuts, getting their first goal on the board. Pierce moves in. He centers. Weiss almost had a stab at it, but couldn't connect. Played by Dillon to Erickson. Erickson's off to the races. One man to beat. It's stopped, and the goalie covers up. Some idiot about a foot shorter than Brick tried to come up to Brick, and Brick just shoos him away like a fly. These kids got a lot of talk for being down 7 goals, I'll tell you that. A lot of mouthing. Burt, Kelly, and Fessler, and Kinder and Dacey. Eagan wins the draw. Played by Dacey along the boards. Fessler digging at it. Now Dacey. He's able to punch it free a little deeper. Into the Eagan zone. Fessler tries to steal. Now Burke does. He's trying to bang it into the zone. Fessler working hard. Battle along the board still. Now they bring it in. Out in front. Fessler takes it away. Now gets it to Kelly. Now Burke. It's whack-a-mole out there right now. Kelly takes another hit, but he saw it coming, so he was able to protect. Eagan dumps and goes off for a change. Kinder to Fessler, who hits Peck. Peck gets poke check. We got a roller derby out there right now. Lee tries to get through all the snow along the boards. He does, but taken away by Eagan. Now poke checked. Downey gets it out in front. He'll score. 9-1. That's... All right, 9-1. I don't know if there was an assist on it. Probably was. 2:17 left and counting. Just ready for this to get out of here before somebody gets hurt. Okay, Duke Lee gets the assist. Lee hits Peck, exiting the zone. Peck will skate it in. Oh, they called Downey offside. That was simultaneous, if you ask me, but whatever. 145, we'll change them up, all 5. Erickson, Weiss, and Dillon with Dacey and Kinder. 130 and counting. Orono wins the draw. Kinder brings it in. He'll play it deep. Chased by Weiss. Kinder cuts it off at the midboard. Cycles it back the other side. Nobody there but Eagan. Now, Eagan in neutral, taken away by Weiss. Weiss moves over the blue line. Shoved towards the corner. 1 minute, actually less than a minute and counting. Dillon gets it. Eagan goes D to D. Now they try and enter the zone. It hits Kinder's stick, so no icing. Kinder backhands it to Dacey. Dacey cycles it up to Dillon along the midboard. Dillon trying to clear, cut off by Eagan inside the blue line. They move in. Back checked by Erickson and Weiss. Now Weiss is tangled up behind the play. We'll get a whistle. That'll do it. Simultaneous penalties. 8 seconds left. Just Brick, get up. It's over. Go celebrate with your teammates, buddy. Orono wins the chip 9-1. I will keep the camera rolling in the handshake line because Lord only knows what's going to happen. They have to get their gear on, they're being told, before they can go through the handshake line.
Yard sale out there.
I was going to say, go ahead and keep the helmets on, boys. All right, I'm going to shut her down so we can